Meriss, you're in the antechamber hall of the reforging chambers on Torlin. You were asked by Lawless Hammersword to stay behind to have the chaotic influence purged from your being. As you remember, you had suddenly unlocked the ability to cast shadow magic one night during your endeavors a few weeks ago. Your friends, your best buds, who you were wandering around Torlin with, exploring different things, unearthing hidden secrets, going through people's personal effects. Falas, Ossusbosen, and Okerson left alongside Tequila Brightmane, and they were actually barred from re-entering the chambers here. And then once alone, as the exorcism was about to begin, you saw Lawless Hammersword go limp. You have this giant Stormcast Eternal suddenly slump over. You saw on his left arm the panels and plates come sloughing off into a pile on the floor, and in its place underneath all this armor, you saw, rearing up to look at you, this humanoid torso at the end of this arm, which in turn grew a pair of arms of its own, sprouted feathers across its back, and leered up at you with a pale expression. It's featureless except for a vicious gaping maw at the bottom of its face. We're gonna change the world. We're gonna start with these people right here. Hang on a second. Are you not who I think you are? You're Meriss Honeysuckle, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And you were given the gift. You infiltrated the binding, right?
Infiltrated? No. I want to help people. Who do you think you are?
I'm Vaas. I'm your little helper. Come on, I've been keeping you safe this whole time. You know what? Lawless was like this close to sniffing you out the other night, and I made sure he just shut down. I've got your back.
No, not
what
like
a
this.
asshole.
Not like this.
Not like what? Come on. He was gonna kill you.
He was just gonna perform an exorcism. He wasn't gonna kill me.
Emotionally kill you. Who knows what you would have come out on the other side with?
I don't like this at all. And she's like starting to like back away from it towards the door.
It has it sprouts off a pair of arms and it kind of brings its head close to kind of like look at you and just says, "You're not going anywhere, because if something happens to me, I'm going to make damn well sure you're not going anywhere else. You're going to see this through just like me."
So the arms sprouted arms to grab Meriss.
Its arms all the way down.
Oh, so like the arm has little arms that came off the side.
Yeah, it's fractal arms.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to help you. I didn't infiltrate. I don't know why you would think that. I just wanted to help. And her voice is like kind of breaking and she's getting panicky.
Do we hear her outside now?
No, you wouldn't from here.
No.
Yeah, this is pretty deep inside the sanctum. But yeah, we can jump outside if you want.
Yeah, get me away. Yeah. Give me a break. This is fucked up. I love it.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Meanwhile, back outside.
So the game's called Rock, Paper, Scissors. You have 3 options.
Uh-huh.
You throw rock, which beats scissors, and you have scissors, which beats paper, and paper, which beats rock.
Okay, I think I understand. And you do this for fun?
Well, it passes time, like, as it is right now. And then I imagine Pickles is like scratching his arm like crazy, and then
Just play stuff.
and then like Falas like, he's not paying attention. He drops Pickles. Pickles like runs off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pickles is like scratching at the door at this point.
Tequila, how long does this usually take?
I mean, it's been like 3 minutes, Okri. I don't know much about exorcisms, but I assume it takes more than a handful of minutes to extract a demon.
I'm wondering if I have time for lunch is all. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I mean, we don't know what's happening. Like, I can't do anything out here to help. I mean,
We certainly don't know what's going on. I don't know why you're saying that, but
Yeah.
I mean, we could go get some Fire Slayer bow buns. I mean, I'm sure they have. They can fire them up with the hot steam of the volcano.
Yeah,
We got
that'd
some
be-
in.
that'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm feeling more like one of them. What are they? Like kebabs,
I hate you all.
but the wood elves make them. What are they called?
Oh, Karnathi Bobs.
That's the one. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling more like one of those. I'm not
Yeah.
really feeling the Fire Slayer food right now. I don't know.
That's fair.
Mr. Okra, I don't know. Pickle seems a little upset.
I mean, yeah, she's getting a demon exercise. Why wouldn't he be?
I don't know. Something doesn't feel
Right?
quite right.
He does seem pretty skittish. Gonna push at the door.
Yeah, it does not give.
Well, it feels like it's pretty malleable considering it's a big gold
Yeah.
pillar on the other side.
It's made out of
Gold's
gold.
pretty
it's just
soft,
bad.
guys.
Yeah. Would we be able to intuit anything with intuition?
You can try. Go for
I have
it.
terrible intuition, so I'm assuming
Intuition
this
on
will fail
fives.
anyways.
On
Nope.
fives? Mind or soul?
Intuition mind.
Okay. 2 6s.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. So Okri, you're not well versed in the magical arts, the arcane arts.
No.
And when you have a hunch in your mind, you flick on your goggles for a moment.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh
and
yeah.
You see, you flick on your magic seeing goggles, and you see almost like a trail of magical smoke coming out of a chimney stack towards the back of the compound. Something we wouldn't have noticed before. You also get the impression that from what they had said before, other people were present for the exorcism of.
Hey, Tequila, is this what Lawless do magical? Or is it like a holy thing?
Well, it's incredibly magical.
Oh, okay. Incredibly magical? Should be a lot of magic, yes?
Well,
Not-
he basically he's extracting the magic, and he's got that big staff that he pulls everything into. So it's basically like a big vacuum cleaner, and then it pulls into the totem, and is essentially like magically incinerated.
Right,
for
so
lack
it
of a
should
better term.
siphon it, right?
It shouldn't
Yeah,
be
exactly.
everywhere in the room.
No,
Yes, then
no.
why does it look like there's a chimney stack of magic coming out of someone?
I don't know.
Huh. Why is Lawless the only one present? Could I take another look and just really squint my eyes and take a look to try and make out shapes?
And why does one of them looks like an arm with multiple arms?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get to. Just oh yeah, wait a minute.
It doesn't involve strangling Meriss, does it?
No, it doesn't. Okri, yeah, sure. If you want to make your way over there a little bit more to get a closer look.
Kind of get closer and put my eye to the door.
Well, you wouldn't be able to see anything from that main door. If you were to go around the side, where that glass window is, you can get a better sense of this strange shape.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do a mind awareness, perhaps.
We can use your original roll if you're moving. I should stop eating this bao bun and answer you.
That's okay.
I know
Either way,
it's
You're super good.
Fire Slayer Baobab.
Yeah. Yeah, you head over, and yeah, sure enough, you see this strange, you see the totem staff, which has since fallen against the wall. That has a magical energy kind of emanating from it. You actually see off one of Lawless's arms. You see this pure magic creature kind of wrapped around Meriss's laurels.
Hey, Tequila, does the exorcism involve Tequila's arm getting feathers?
My arm getting feathers? No.
His arm becoming magic?
No.
Okay, break down the door right now.
Yeah, he gets out his big
Break it
Sigmar
down!
halberd and starts hitting against the door. It's this isn't going to let us in.
All right, is the window cool to break in?
Inside
stained glass.
Meriss.
The precious Asian's old stained glass. Break it.
Yeah, destroy it.
We'll jump back inside. Meriss, so this creature is
It's just me in the window.
got his got his hands on you. So you and I are going to take everything down, or I'm going to take you with me, and we're just going to find a new Meriss.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to let you do that, and I'm not going to help you, and you're not going to hurt anyone.
You're not fun, you know that? You're really not. So this has been one of my worst days. I've been waiting and sniffing things out and making sure you're safe and fine. I sent my little minions off to help you. They haven't brought you the tablet. Well, all right. Well, we can find a solution. And you see him. He pulls like this, fiery energy up from below, and basically like does like the salt meme. Where a bunch of little flames come dribbling off his shoulders and drip down on the floor, and they grow. And you see a series of little flamey boys coming up.
Oh, joy! We get some combat.
It's going to be combat.
Oh, I thought this was a role-playing session.
Well, we went from chasing one rumor / fear to another.
Well, the other one showed up.
Hey Questers, welcome back to another episode of our Age of Sigmar Soulbound series. If this is the first time, this is probably a bit of a darker episode to jump in on, but as we are going to see the players fight off some Demons of Tzeentch. I wanted to also just thank everybody for coming out and supporting the show. It's been really awesome. Over the last little while, we've seen our Discord grow, we've seen some more reviews, we've seen the growth of our Patreon. I just really want to say thank you for all the support and love that we've been getting. I also want to encourage you, if you're feeling comfortable or able, if you could maybe help us in a couple of different ways. That could be through, sharing the show with people in your gaming circles. You could help by dropping us a review on Apple Podcasts, which helps more people pick up the show. Or if you're able, you can swing by and go to patreon.com/Questward, which is going to give you access to the ability to chip us a few bucks every month, and you'll get some fun little bonuses, which could be something like getting an NPC named after you, or you could get access to one of our exclusive episodes that should be coming out once we reach our next subscriber threshold, and a bunch of other stuff like behind the scenes, AMAs, and little clips and stuff like that. So it's super fun. And we're going to be back next week for another episode. This is going to involve some more folks as they begin doing the hex crawl again. And that's going to be coming out on April 28th. So I would also say this is a particularly long episode. I highly recommend you stick it all the way through before moving on, because it's going to have some things you're not going to want to miss. Thanks, and as usual, if you feel like you want to connect with us more readily, we have our Twitter, we have our YouTube channel, and we have our Discord, so feel free to get connected and chat with other listeners. Thanks very much, and let's get back to all of this demonic action. We're going to be going into combat right now. So what is everyone's initiative?
5.
4.
So it is going to be Orki or Falas. You guys can choose who goes first.
I believe we said I was going to be going first because I was already
peeking
by
into
the
the
chapel
window.
and peeking in the
Sure.
windows, being a peeping Tom.
Yeah, I'm talking to Pickles. What's that, Pickles? Trouble in the old chapel?
I'm shaking my head, but this is an audio medium.
we can hear the disappointment.
Yeah, I can hear
me shaking my head back and forth.
Jesus.
What would you like to do?
I would like to. So I am by the stained glass window right now. Yes,
Correct.
and I can see what's happening.
Yeah, yes, in many different colors.
Excellent. I'm going to. I'd like to break through the window,
Okay.
clamber on through if possible.
Yep, you want to break on through to the other side. Go ahead.
Do you need a boost, Mr. Okri?
Yeah, so I was just thinking. I was like, how high up?
It's what I'm picturing is like hopping up to break the window and then like falling through and like I'm here to save you. It takes like a total of 2 minutes to do.
Sure. Well, I was going to say it's not that high up off the ground, but it is about 5 feet off.
I mean, maybe the chapel is like a lower level, and so we're at a higher level. Anyways,
I'm also like I'm not inept. Come on.
but you are
But you're
short.
Yes, I am. Yes, we've established. Wait, how short am I exactly? I can tell you. For the listeners at home, I am 4 feet and 4 inches.
No, I thought
can we go around the table? Let's go around the table real quick.
you were taller
Meriss, how
than
tall
that.
are you?
I thought you were 4'10".
People are going to know how tall your characters are more than they know the rules of Soulbound by the time this campaign is over.
This is important. Meriss, how tall is your character?
Yeah.
I don't care because we're going to get into a fight.
Okri, you're going to try and smash the window. Go ahead and do a might check.
Alrighty. Mind might, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Way to yes and, Dylan.
Body might,
come on,
and go
seriously.
ahead and just succeed on 3s. Tell me how many you get.
On 3s?
On 3s.
I get 1.
You literally have a hammer. Anyways.
How did you try to break the window and ultimately fail?
I went just for the hand and just like to break through it.
Slap it like piece
No,
of meat.
like I made a fist.
There's so many chapels in this chapel.
I went just break through the wrong one. Oh shit! No, I went for like I went for like the fist. I went to hit it, but I just like I forgot that stained glass windows are essentially framed in iron. And I just actually I broke one. I broke one of the little glass, but that only the one.
So you're really peeping through.
So
Yeah,
from inside Meriss, this intense moment is happening, and you're looking at Vaas, and behind Vaas, you see this little fleshy hand barely break the line of sight over the edge, slap against the glass like with this wet sound.
It pops out a single sliver of glass.
I'm trying not to laugh. This is a serious moment. I'm holding inside now. I'm crying.
I think it'll be funny. He breaks that one panel and reaches in, trying to like look for a latch.
Just you see the one hand just kind of like fondling around, just like come on, where's the handle?
This is just getting worse and worse. Okay, so I see a
that's
little.
an action. Yeah,
that is
a little
that is all that
hand.
happens. Okri, what are you going to do for the rest of your turn?
Oh man, I'd like to. Fuck, I don't even know anymore. You know, I'm gonna delay my action. I'm just very embarrassed. I'm gonna go back to my chambers.
Yeah, just gonna pack it up and go home.
Oh, I'm just gonna go home now.
Shit.
Charter a ship back to Barrackvar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check real quick.
I mean, you could wait and I could help you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I have no training though in might, so.
Let's see. I think I'm going to. You know what? I'm just gonna try again because that was embarrassing.
Sure. All right, you spend your metal, do another might body check on 3s. Tell me how many you get.
Okay, this is gonna be really funny. I got another one. I popped one more piece of glass.
Just another one?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to clarify, yes, so Meriss, you see this hand kind of break the edge and like slap the glass once and go back down, and then after a moment like that feels like a pretty long time, you just hear like and it jumps up again.
The sound effect.
But it's slightly robotic because it's inside of a mask. It just like slaps the glass again, and the glass is still intact. Do you want to do a movement, Okri?
No, I'm just gonna stay here.
I high-five the stained glass window, and now I'm just gonna stand here and watch my friend die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Meriss, you do notice one key thing.
Yes.
Do you want to do a very quick awareness mind for 1?
Yes, for 1.
Real quick.
I refuse.
Okay, remember how I keep getting the numbers of the devil? It happened again. I got 3 6s.
Okay, well, you're going to be very disappointed by what I'm about to say.
Oh.
You see a pair of greasy handprints on the window.
Dave. Like, but can I say that I'm like, because I had such a good roll, I can tell that they're Okri's tiny little greasy hands.
Oh yeah, you'd know that greasy mitt anywhere.
Like,
She's just getting flashbacks to like the times that she just finds random greasy handprints around like
glass.
it's like
ever since the soul binding has been living in the same general quarters, like the glasses are never quite clean when Okri's around. Like he's always eating chicken. It's just such shit.
you know what? Chicken.
You know what?
Fantasy fried chicken.
I generally have clammy hands. It's not my fault.
Good old Okri, Clammy, Hammy Okerson.
Oh, God.
All right, we got
I
our
hate you
embarrassing
all.
Okri out of the way for this episode.
Please get me out of here, please.
Falas, what
Please
are you
do
up
something.
to?
Put him out of his misery.
Is there any other
Yeah,
ways?
shoot
Any
me.
other ways that possibly could see to enter, or is the stained glass our only option?
So just to remind you, you came from the front gate, it
Which is
was barred from the inside, so
Yeah.
you'd have to figure out that. If you want to do it a mind awareness, I can let you look around back here.
Okay. Well then, what is my successes on?
Just on 4s.
1 success.
Okay, cool. So the chapel, this whole this whole temple kind of area is quite fortified. It's intended to withstand attacks. You do know that on the second level there are some windows looking outwards. You know that along the backside, the bottom edge, kind of facing towards the shoreline, there is a kind of these I'm blanking on the words, like arrow slits kind of windows.
Yep,
That face outwards. Murder holes, thank you. And those are kind of like up against the edge of the shell, allowing people to defend. It's tight to get through. I
don't think anybody can fit through murder holes usually, or arrows.
They're not as like tight as the they're a little bit girthier because they need to withstand fantasy weaponry being able to be thrown out. So
interesting.
Yeah, so you could probably hoist yourself in there if you're able.
And what's the difference between the other windows and the stained glass windows here?
There's just the one. It's just the stained glass window.
Okay.
What was it of? Is it of like Sigmar? Like,
yeah, it's a Sigmar.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did I
just
punch
punched
out?
a hole through
I
Sigmar.
guess you'd be slapping his thighs as you're doing
popping
that.
out his thighs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how far away is the hole that we have to squeeze through?
So it would be towards the southern edge of the sanctum, which is at the bottom. You could get there in one move action.
And then we have to take another turn to come all the way back around to the chapel.
It is a lot further from the outside, yeah.
Okay.
Just real quick, Dave. So looking at this map we have here, we have the gate quarters, the stores, the chapel, all these. Are those all separate zones?
Yes, that's right. So what we're going to do for this, with the way that Soulbound works, areas are kind of broken up into zones. With the way this map works, it is basically going to be each room is a zone. We'll do it that way.
Yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Cool.
All right. Aside from breaking with using might, is there any other ways to get through the stained glass?
You could try attacking it.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
But not like Okri.
With your actual weapons, yeah.
Yeah.
Not with your
Not
feet.
your,
I feel like I can hit it.
not with your cold elf hands.
Now your warm, greasy dwarven hands.
Okay, I'm just gonna shoot at it with my regular handbow.
Sure.
My hand crossbow.
Your greasy handbow. Yeah, go for it. Just
Why is
give me
everything
successes
greasy to you?
on 4s. Yeah, I don't know.
We had fried chicken for lunch, okay?
Did
No one
Dave?
washes-
Did you meet up with Dave and have fried chicken with him?
No one washes their hands on Torlin. No, I'm kidding. Everyone wash your hands and wear a mask, please.
Please.
Everybody washes their hands except for Okri. He's always wearing gloves.
What is the defense of the stained glass?
We'll just do your skill test on it, and we'll see how many successes you got.
What is the success then?
On
number?
4s.
On 4s? Man,
Yeah.
it's better than... Anyways. Well, I got 6 successes.
Okay, yeah, so what are you shooting with?
Handbow.
Okay, not your repeater, right?
Not
Has spread?
the spread.
That
Non-spread.
shoots me too.
Yeah, so Falas, describe how you shatter this stained glass window of Sigmar.
I take the handbow and I shoot it at the glass, and the
All right.
glass shatters.
Well, that's fun.
That's fun. It's great for radio. Okay, so the window was there, and now it is no longer there.
It was so fast.
It was so fast and so
Falas pushes
explosive.
Mr. Okri aside. Stand back, Mr. Okri. I got this. And just pat, 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 pat.
Nice.
I draw like a hole, like into the glass, and then it falls
And then
in.
Sigmar perfectly falls forward before shattering into a million pieces on the ground.
Great.
Nice.
You've opened up an entrance into the chapel now at this point. As this happens, Meriss, from inside, you and Vaas both are amazed by this shattering of glass as it comes crashing down, and the light from the outside continues to stream in, now with a distinct lack of nice colors. Okay, Falas, that was one of your actions. What are you doing with the rest?
All right. So what do I see in there? I see Meriss being manhandled, and you said last time there was more creatures?
So you're noticing that there are several iridescent flames beginning to build along the floor of the chapel. You could almost imagine like little piles of flames.
Do they look like anything, or they just look like fire?
They look like magical fire.
Okay.
So they're imagine rainbow fire.
Okay. And it's not like dangerous terrain or whatever. I can walk around them.
You'd be able to avoid them if you wanted to. Yeah.
Okay. I take a look. I'm gonna move into the chapel if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Get your hands off of Miss Mary.
All of them.
All of them. Weird little arms sticking
Look
out
out,
of the
Falas.
arm.
He's armed. I knew Murray was gonna like that one.
And I assume you're attacking?
Yep. I attack with
rolling.
the handbow.
Yeah,
I'm just rolling.
yeah.
I wish I could just re-roll this because it was not a very good roll.
And your handbow you can use in close?
Yes.
So the defense is great.
Jeepers. My accuracy
Creepers.
is good, so I need 5s, hey?
Good to great is 5s.
Okay, you have 2 successes, 2 damage, which I'm assuming doesn't get through.
So as this happens, you notice Vaas releases Meriss, and you notice that Lawless, who he's attached to, basically swings up an armored gauntlet in front of Vaas, and the arrows go bouncing off immediately, unhindered.
Master Lawless, I need you to step away from the creature. Falas doesn't understand what's going on.
Yeah, sure.
He is the creature.
As you do that, Lawless's face is kind of slumped down. His eyes are very vacant. They almost have a blue tinge to them. He does not respond to your message.
Do I get a chance to figure out what's going on?
Yes, you can. I can either, you guys can talk to each other, or you could always do an intuition mind check.
Sure.
You could also do a theology mind check.
I bet you that is no better. Yep, they're both the same for me.
Okay.
Well, Falas will try to quickly figure out what's going on and fail miserably.
Okay.
And I'll never
Not even
roll
going to
those
give you
dice
the DM
again.
then. Yeah. Okay.
And Master Lawless, there's something wrong.
Okay, and that's your turn. There's no response, and we're going to roll over. Oh, it is their turn now. Okay, so
Does
now
Meriss not
seeing
get an
this,
action?
she is after Vaas.
Always at the end.
But you're 4. We're 5s. How do you know that they go first?
Huh?
Our initiative's 4, Meriss is 5. Our initiative is 5, Meriss is 4.
Yeah, correct.
Are they 4.5? Oh, I guess they're 5.
They're 5. They go. Yeah, they're 5, and they go last.
Oh, that's nice of you to let them go last.
Enemies always go last when there's a tie in initiative.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, now seeing all of you enter, Vaas, kind of temples his fingers and says, "Well, Meriss, it was nice to chat. I'm gonna bring up some friends, and they'll show you to the door." He is going to move out of the chapel into the temple itself. He is going to do a channeling test.
So he takes Lawless's body with him.
Yeah,
He is Lawless's body.
He is Lawless is walking, and for the
Almost like a puppet, right?
Yeah,
That's why when you have a mole on your skin, you always get it checked out.
Otherwise, it'll grow to a person.
Yeah.
A very creepy person.
I rolled 3 ones on that attack.
Did you really?
Oh, did you?
So I pushed those dice aside. I have 14 d6s prepared.
into the banishments.
I just pushed them over to the side, not today, guys. I'm gonna sit them actually with the 6 up and hope that you know how glass over time gravity will make it a little fatter on the bottom. So I'm hoping that this will happen to my dice where they will slowly tend towards the 6.
Okay, so
Don't you
one
want the
second.
six down?
Why
No,
would
you
you
want
want
the
the 6
one.
down?
You'd want the 1 to get heavier.
Yeah.
Physics. Got it.
Also, that was also a good sound effects. Oh,
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right, what's happening?
All right. So
What's going on? Who do I shoot?
as Lawless's armored, limp body, it like trudges out of the room. You see Vaas summon up a ball of energy and casts it towards you. It cascades across the floor and hits your feet, ripples up at you. Both of you are going to take.
Oh, it's an AoE effect.
Who's both of you?
Both of you in the room, meaning
Sweet.
Meriss and Falas, are going to take damage. You're going to take 2 damage.
My newly repaired armor eats it all.
Okay.
Wait, my wounds are all healed, right? Because we've been back for like a week.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
wouldn't have. Okay, good. 'Cause I was at-
You're
I was
okay.
I was at 4 wounds last time. 2 damage.
2 damage. Your armor is still in play here.
So I took 1.
And so he moves back, and then you notice as he's doing so, you notice these flames on the ground are building to something. You notice they become corporeal. They have now arms and legs, and they have this viscous purple skin as they rise up and begin to fill the room. You see these creatures with mouths filled with rows of serrated teeth and blue tongues that whip out as they see you. They've got these beady little yellow eyes, bright pink skin, and armored gauntlets. Many of them have between 3 and 4 arms. 2 rise up
Wait,
out
they
of
have
the
an odd
flames.
number of arms?
Yes.
Those are the worst.
Yeah, it's going to give him back problems later in life. Let's see, what else? Vaas is going to move. You notice as that happens, Lawless is going to take a different action. Lawless is going to take the dodge action.
Oh.
And then that's the end of Voss's turn.
Voss the boss.
Voss the boss. Meriss, you're up. What you gonna do?
After a moment of okay, that just happened. We're gonna cast some spells. Meriss
Cool.
is gonna cast the thing that kind of hides them. Unnatural darkness.
Okay.
And that's on a DN of 5/3. I'll roll all of my dice.
I like the sound of that.
And I can't even use my focus. So I failed that.
You got unconscious?
How much did you fail by?
1. So I got 2 6. It was 5/3, and I got 2 6s.
Okay. All right. So we're going to check out the price of failure.
I think this is the first time I failed a spell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll on the table below the price of failure. You're going to roll, and you just failed by 1.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll 1d6,
Mhm.
and then we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, and then it has the table, and it depends upon what I roll. Great. Let's see. Well, I could have used that 6 earlier, so I rolled a 6.
Okay, so the spell is cast, but it has the opposite effect of what is intended. Damaging spells heal toughness. Bonuses become. Who's your target? We should say this first.
Self.
So it's myself, but so unnatural darkness. So like the whole zone would have filled with darkness and caused our defense to go up 1.
Okay, so in that case, the spell is reversed. So in the chapel,
Blinding light.
We get blinded. It causes our defense to go down by 1.
the enemies in the chapel, their defense is going to go up by 1.
Oh.
We'll say as the magic reeks out of control, and it's just becoming this ethereal haze. Okay,
Like a bright haze, or just
ethereal.
what does that mean?
Magic shit.
Yeah, magic shit.
Fuck.
Miss Mary, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you're not making it easier for me to shoot these things. I can't barely look at them.
I'm sorry. Fuck. Well, so that Meriss is going to. I'm gonna use a move action.
Okay.
And a free action is yelling, right? Or like
Sure.
talking.
Scream.
So
Shouting is always
Shouting.
free.
So
Yeah.
Meriss is going to run to where Sigmar used to be, the stained glass of Sigmar. She's going to run
Okay.
towards there and stick her head out of the window and just yell like as loud as she can. But I'm not going to do it. But as loud as she can.
Thank you.
Intruders in the chapel. Just like her shrill voice yelling out.
Ringing across Torlin.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So now
crap.
Falas is blind and deafened.
Oh, well, more like Okri, because she's probably standing right in
Just
front of Okri.
right on top of me. It's okay. I got hearing aids I can just turn down in here.
Oh, they exploded.
I mean, if you leave the room, you would take your cloud thing with you, right?
That's true.
Would you?
I mean, it's on the target's on her.
No,
right?
if it's the opposite, then and the target's on me, and it's the opposite, then wouldn't it be on the enemies?
I would say that you are basically buffing enemies wherever you are.
Okay, so I'm gonna run away.
How long does that spell last again?
If it's 1 minute.
Okay,
Which
1 minute
can last 1 minute.
But you can dispel it yourself, right?
I don't know.
I don't think you'd be able to dispel in a situation like this. Yeah,
That would be too easy.
Yeah,
And nothing's easy in the Warhammer universe.
All right, but yeah, you can leave the room.
Good.
I already took my move action.
it's a free action. It's a free action
Free
to go
action?
anywhere within your zone.
And
So you have done an action to cast a spell.
Yeah.
And you still have your medal and your move if you want to do anything.
I moved to the window. I yelled for intruders outside of using. I'm going to use a metal and hop through the window and run away.
Yeah. No, moving within the zone does not cost a move action.
No, but like if I wanted to leave the chapel, through the window.
You don't need to use your medal to do that, though. You just use your move for that. So you can hop out.
Meriss is going to hop out of the window out from the chapel.
Okay.
Still yelling.
See,
Intruders
this
in the
is
chapel.
the way it should be. Falas goes, get out of here, and people get out of there.
You still sore about that?
So I'm going to move Meriss's token because apparently I'm everyone's dad. And
Can I actually? I don't think I can move her though.
Oh, we
mine.
can. Yeah, we can move ours. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, if Meriss is done, it is going to be Tequila. Tequila, seeing all this happening, he's going to make a move. He's going to easily with his Stormcast legs step over, and he's actually going to charge this pink horror.
Nice.
He's going to attack.
What is he armed with? He's got like a big halberd, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
I can't imagine walking around inside a building with a halberd.
You're going to be hitting a lot of doors.
He's the Lord Castellan, right? So he's got the lantern and halberd combo.
Yep, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, he probably doesn't mind us breaking the stained glass window. I'm sure he's broken many of those in his time.
He broke one this morning.
Yeah, just walking around normally, just breaking random stained glasses of Sigmar. Yeah, and he'll just be like, no problem. We can reforge it.
Hey.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So he actually, you see him step into the room and charge. Okay. Actually, I didn't give him his charge roll. Okay. He basically rears back with this giant halberd, hitting one of the beams of the roof, probably in the process, brings it down and just embeds it into this creature's skull. And you just see it like it's almost like cutting through taffy, where the blade just like sinks in, and you notice the creature kind of like lets out a shrill laugh, and it melts away into two little pools that spring up. And where there was once one pink horror, you see two blue versions of it, smaller, wilder, and ultimately it looks like they're having an even better time.
So like it's a Hydra.
I'm very happy that they're bubblegum colored theme going on here.
Always love pink horrors, blue horrors. They're just fun bad guys.
And now there's two.
Horrors pink, horrors blue, where once there was one, now there are two. Isn't that how the rhyme goes? I remember that was in the Silver Tower, I think it was.
God, what a nerd.
Shut up.
Nerd.
Falas has never seen these things before.
Yeah, these seem to be pretty horrifying if you've never seen a demon before.
Are they
there's some really good art in the core rulebook. Yeah.
Okay, and that's Tequila's turn. We're going to roll back around. No, actually, it's these guys' turn now. So they're going to do what they do best. Falas, you're going to get charged by... Oh, no, I can't charge within the same zone. So he's just going to move to you.
Oh, I didn't know you
and
can't charge
attack.
within the same zone.
Yeah, it's in the extended rules for that. What's your defense?
My defense is good. And weapons and armor counts as magical against undead and demon.
Does that have an effect?
I have no clue. Like I said, I looked up what magical as a trait means, and there's no information about it.
Okay. All right, so you said your defense is good, sorry, or great?
It's
against
good.
melee. Good. Okay. All right. So they're on 5s. Okay. And what's your armor?
2. Oh man, I just repaired it.
No, that's good. So honestly, it tries to strangle you with its many arms, but it just kind of brushes past your cheek a little bit and like scrabbles to get at you.
Yeah.
But you're able to keep it at bay.
So I really like this particular element of the art on Falas. Like he's got these little things tied into his beard, right? And I like to imagine these are the talismans. And as it tries to reach around, they kind of glow a little bit. And it burns the guy's arms, and he kind of like winces and couldn't quite reach around.
Nice. I like that.
Okay, and then these little guys, these blues, are going to try and attack Tequila. But yeah, they aren't able to break through his armor. So there's 2 where there was now once 1, and that's it for now. Okay, now we're back around to Okri.
Back around to Okri. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. First things first, I'd like to make a lore check to make sure what the hell this arm creature is, if that's possible.
I actually would rather you not do a lore. I think it's time that we broke out one of the many skills that we haven't used very often.
True.
This is actually a theology mind check.
Okay, I am not trained in theology. Let's do this.
Good luck.
What am I shooting for?
You're shooting for 5s.
5s.
At least you didn't ask for entertain.
2 6s and a 5.
Hey, that's great.
Snaps.
Very nice.
So I'll do a little explanation, and maybe you can do a little blurb as to why Okri might be familiar with something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that these are demons of Tzeentch. They are a kind of a splitting demon. Basically, what you're looking at here, it goes from a pink horror into 2 blue horrors, and those again split into 2 brimstone horrors each. So you kind of go from 1 to 2 to 4.
What color is the brimstone?
Cascading effect. Brimstone, they're little flame guys.
They're like
that are quite small.
Yeah, they're like the dude from Howl's Moving Castle.
Wait,
I thought they would be purple.
Wait, was it like the thing that was in her room with the tablet?
I mean, you would recognize that if you were to know this or see it, but yeah, absolutely.
Did Meriss think to do a lore check when that happened? No.
The Pokemon evolution route for this thing is quite interesting.
You know, it's just she's curious and it happened and she went with it, which didn't turn out well.
And so, yeah, you know this already, Okri, just based on what you were seeing. But yeah, it'll split down every time one of these things are killed.
Mm-hmm.
You also know, just based on that roll, they have a melee and a ranged attack that they're able to use.
What about this Vaas dude? Do I know what he is?
Yeah, you got a bunch of 6. Okay, yes, you have heard of this. This is something that's actually incredibly rare.
Ooh. Lucky us.
You know that this is a Treachlet. This is a demon that attaches to mortals and has the abilities to manipulate magic around it.
Mm-hmm.
It also is able to see through any lie.
Oh, well, that's good.
Interesting.
Damn. Okay, cool. That's good to know.
It's treacherous.
Yeah, no. It's like so it's made like it's attached to Lawless like permanently now, or is it? Do we know? Can I know that or no? That's kind of like
I think you'd need to know more about the situation before you'd be able to assess something like that.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Shit. Okay, cool. That's good to know. However, I'm going to definitely run past Mr. Falas over here, and I'm going to chop away at one of these blue horrors. Mr. Bosun, and I'm going to chop away at one of these blues, if I may.
Okay, sounds good. Do it up. So their defense is no longer boosted because Meriss left.
Mm-hmm.
So they are just going to be defending on, I believe it's a poor, and an average, defending on average.
Okay, wow, that is as good as my melee, so on 4s.
Okay.
I got 2 2s, 2 1s, and a 4. I deal a damage to it.
You don't get bonus?
No bonuses.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. I do get a bonus. My bad. I dealt 2 damage to one.
Okay.
Watch out, Mr. Okri. They split up.
I didn't stretch today. Didn't do my morning yoga.
As you swing your hammer, it kind of like slips a little bit in your grip.
It's like a little hand axe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
slips a little
hatchet.
bit in your greasy grip.
Climb your hands.
You manage to wrap your greasy mitts around this hatchet handle, and you bring it down, and you actually chop into the blue horror's like shoulder, and it kind of catches
Like
and
silly
kind of
putty,
releases. Right? And yeah, you chop into it like it's a bunch of Play-Doh, and you can see your divot in it as you pull it away.
Gross.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You have another medal, I believe.
Yes, I do. I think I'm going to do a. Wanted to do a defend, I believe it was. No, I want to do a fancy action.
Mm-hmm.
Within close range. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do a defend on Falas. So I'm kind of like, the way I look at it is like I run past them, and kind of square myself so like I'm facing one way and at the shoulder, he's facing the other way from the shoulder. I'm kind of like watching his back.
You're bad boys twoing it.
Yeah,
Bad boys twoing it. Yeah. Exactly.
I guess you'd be pressing yourself against his ass, but
yeah. Back of the head to cheek, exactly.
Yeah.
Cheek to cheek.
Dwarven jokes, they never get old.
No. Also, as an aside, Falas, I looked into the magical thing. It's mostly for like ethereal creatures, so stuff that like ghosts and things that are ethereal. You'll be able to affect them with magical weapons, and also your weird weapons cannot be transmuted or changed or like rusted or anything.
Oh, cool.
With magic. If they're already magical.
Nice.
So yeah, you're welcome. I looked it up, and that's it. That's all I am doing. So that's my turn.
Great. All right, we're rolling around to Falas, who's going toe-to-toe with this pink horror.
Yeah, I just realized at this moment that I forgot to take my opportunist against the hand beast when it was leaving against Vaas.
Yep.
I failed. Anyways, I will whip the horror in front of me.
Okay.
With my whip.
Do so.
I also realized I rolled less dice than I should have. Oh well.
Now's the time. Now's your chance to shine.
Yeah, I totally. I biffed it. Let's see.
We all forgot to stretch this morning.
I forgot a lot of things. Yeah. What do I got? I got one focus only. What am I hitting on, by the way?
Defense is average.
Oh, well, my melee is average, so I need 4s.
Yep.
So that is 2 successes, which is 2 damage.
Okay, great.
Do they go through?
They both go through.
It is also now restrained.
Okay. Very good. And it needs to break it. Use an action to break the restrain, or what's the state? I can't quite remember.
I'm so glad you asked. Because I totally have prepared what restrain does.
It's melee, accuracy, and defense decrease 1 step.
And defense can. Okay, cool. So with one hand, Falas whips. It wraps around the little thing, and then he takes his handbow and he fires at point blank right into it. While his defense is lowered, so I'm guessing it's poor now against my good accuracy.
Yes. So yeah, you're on.
I'm not going to forget my ambidextrous this time, and I'm still rolling a lot of 1s. Oh my goodness! Wait, what do I need? 2s?
You're on good.
I have good accuracy against poor.
You're 2 up, so you're on 2s. I'm
on 2s, so these 1s can now be 2s.
Oh.
So I will do 6 damage to it.
Okay. So, Falas, you unload your hand bow. It's a single shot, right?
Sure.
You want to describe how you kill this one?
All right, yeah. So he whips it around, it loops around his arm, maybe even falls to the ground and just kind of aims the handbow right at his temple and just fires point blank.
And as you fire it in, it slumps over and falls to the ground, and then it almost does this vaudevillian sort of like crying out in agonizing pain, and then it just looks at you dead in the eyes and lets out a laugh. And then you see it like the skin sloughs off of it onto the ground, revealing another blue horror underneath. And then the skin that sloughed off congeals and reforms into another blue horror.
Nice.
You're now surrounded by 2.
I also just love the image of like it going like and just
gotcha.
Yeah, got you,
Mr. Okri. They're getting more here. I'm not sure what to do. How do we stop them from splitting?
I don't think we can. I think that's just how they are. They're very creepy. I don't like these.
But they are smaller, right? Each time it splits.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're physically smaller, and they're just a little bit weaker. But you notice they're a little bit like quicker on their feet and more erratic.
All right. It looks like we're just going to have to get rid of them until we can, I don't know, step on them or something.
Essentially, I think that's the next step. Oh.
All right. That's your turn, right, Falas?
Yep, no movement.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. I'm just going to roll something for a moment. It is Vaas's turn.
What a jerk.
Okay. From the doorway looking in, you see Vaas's form kind of lean in, kind of like trail his little hands in a little rainbow pattern, blasts it into the room. And you notice that as he does so, these almost like glittery colors kind of land upon all the creatures in the room, and they seem invigorated in some way.
No.
Oh, so he didn't run away. He's just, the door is wide open. He's just there.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, correct.
Well then. I thought he'd gone. And I thought he closed the door and stuff.
He's just sitting there menacingly.
Yep. He's just standing there. Menacingly.
Okay, and then the next one, you see his hands, his little finger kind of ET flares up like with a glow and points at...
I want to go home now.
At Orki, and there's a single beam of light that shoots out and pierces you for 4 damage.
4 damage?
Does not penetrate you, though.
Oh, okay, cool. So it only does 3 damage because it didn't penetrate me. I'm at 6 toughness out of 9.
Not touching that one.
No. Okay. And if anyone wants to do a mind awareness check, they can.
Yes, please.
Because on the other side of the room, emerging from a set of pews, you see yet another pink horror.
Oh joy! What are successes on?
On 4s.
Falas got 2 successes.
You 4. Got 2. Orki. Okay, so you see this. I think probably you'd flip on your witch sight, which is like it's bright everywhere. You see, this pink horror emerged, and you notice it emerged from one of the flames. You also notice that there is one more little cluster of flames towards the back of the room. Right, I'll just draw a little cartoon flame on the map. That's looking like a poppy or something, or a little flower. Okay, right there.
It's just,
you notice one more flame that is not emerged.
So I guess they're coming out of the flames. They're kind of
so all the other flames that were there before, they're gone now, right? They've become
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the last one. It's
maybe.
It's spawning in.
Okay, that's that. And then seeing this, you notice Vaas no longer is visible in the doorway and dips out of sight. Oh. I'm just going to put him off the map.
Of course. Now he's gone.
Let's see. That's his turn. Who else? Who's up now? It's Meriss' turn.
Meriss!
Meriss!
You know, let's kill some creepy crawlies, I guess. Meriss is gonna cast Arcane Missile at
Arcane Bolt, yeah.
Arcane Bolt, not Arcane Bolt. At let's see the one that's dead ahead of her, between Orki and
the one that apparently has mirror image because they've duplicated it twice.
Yeah. So the one that you're looking at, oh yeah, you're right. The one that you're pointing at that's next to Orki has been hit and he's got a little cleft out of his shoulder.
Cool.
Got a little cleft chin.
We're gonna give that a go.
Okay.
So this is on a DN of 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll all the things. How many I'm rolling? 5? 5. Yes. Where did my channeling go? 5. We got 2 successes, and so with that, I think it's every success is another damage, so 2 damage.
Okay, cool. So you, what is Meriss's Arcane Bolt, which I actually really like. Everyone kind of has their own effect.
Yes.
Do you want to describe that again?
Yeah, so her Arcane Bolt kind of just looks like a hairball of purple electricity. Like literally, like it's like little, like if you think about like bright, like hairs all tangled up, but just like kind of like a bright purple, and it just like probably even sounds like that. Something that's
I
cuter
think
than it
Meriss
should
is probably
be.
making that sound
Yeah,
as it happens.
yeah, you hear
almost.
this. You hear out from the hole in the wall. You hear a little
Yeah.
and then like two little like hairballs of light fire off at it.
This hairball, this purple energy
Two
ripples
of
across
them.
the room. Two of them come and pelt this blue horror, and it convulses for a moment and just explodes into two little fireballs that land on the ground. They kind of cackle as they look around. You notice they are, like let's say about a foot tall. They have like these, ashy-looking fangs.
Very adorable.
And they're just kind of like they bounce around as they land on the ground, and they're right next to
Capering a little.
Oh, they do look
And
adorable.
I take it I recognize them as the thing that was in my
Yes.
bedroom.
Absolutely. So you recognize this from the Endeavors episode that we did, where one of these emerged from your bookcase.
And dropped for those that don't remember, it threw a slate with like writing on it that Meriss read, and boom, suddenly she has amethyst magic.
See that previous
what?
episode, True Believer?
And Orki and Falas are going to hear Meriss yell a very not nice word. She doesn't normally swear, so like
Well,
just
Language, Miss
kinda-
Mary.
and I'm going to spend a medal and do
Nice.
it again. I'm going
Okay.
to spend
Swear?
them. No.
It's a very long swear.
It is very effective, and it's just a massive bleep.
Oh my! Oh my!
We're going to.
My word.
I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to hit both of them with one attack. Would I? Could I? If I got more
the
than one
brimstone
damage,
counts as one creature, right?
I can tell you that this is a swarmable creature, but swarms only apply when there's 3 or more. So currently they're separate entities.
but here, what if I? Okay, but what if?
But what if I could just do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the blue one. One of the blue ones that's next to Falas.
Okay.
Oh. I
Sorry,
wonder how
Falas.
close they need to be together in order to be counted as a swarm.
In the
Or-
same zone.
In the same zone. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's 3 successes, so 3 damage,
Okay. Sounds
and so
good.
3 fireballs. Pew pew pew.
And Fal's like ducks, and he's like, oh, it's going to take a while to get used to that one.
So Meriss, you do more damage to these. It takes the damage and is scalded. Its flesh bubbles and pops like bubble gum on a hot sidewalk, but is ultimately still standing. And after that, after Meriss, it's going to be Tequila's turn again, and he is going to swing an attack. He seeing like this creature, reemerge. He catches the blue horror on the tip of his halberd and rips right through it and slams it against the wall.
Wow.
And immediately, as soon as it hits the wall, it bursts into another pair of brimstone horrors.
Baller.
Meaning that we're now up to 4 total. Okay, then Tequila is going to move to the doorway and look out. And he says, I don't know, he's gone. And he's going to turn back and look to you. That's his turn, though. And now it is the horror's turn. 2 blue horrors that are around Falas. They are going to... Let's see.
I did do the defend action, so I believe they'd be
That's
attacking
true.
me, right?
Good call. So that is everything in this in this room is going to attack you?
Attacks or spells that target the ally target me instead. So anything that would be targeting Falas would target me.
Gotcha. Okay. So these 2 blue horrors will just they turn. How is Okri defending? He's just basically like back to butt.
Yeah, back to butt,
Yeah.
and I kind of just like either like shove myself in between them and just not the butt, but like the horse. Oh my god! I just kind of like how about you're. Start
But
like
he's so muffled from wedging himself in that we can barely hear him.
oh, you wrong songs.
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Okri, no, it was not the time.
Oh my god. Okay, so you are going to be attacked, Okri. There are 4 brimstone horrors, so they are going to attack you.
Are those blues brimstones now? Wait, what?
Well, I'm just doing the brimstones first.
Okay, I see.
They are all basically going to be attacking you because you're the only person in the room that's like super close right next to it. Okay. Actually, you know what? They are going to... Can you do a ranged attack from the same zone? You can, right?
If they have close, yeah. Otherwise, it
They
goes
have
down
close.
one.
Yeah, it
Otherwise,
actually
it-
goes down
yeah,
by
It goes
one.
down one step.
Gotcha.
Otherwise,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
my defense is average, by the way.
You know what they're going to do? Seeing all this whimsical nature,
What?
they are going to hop over the wall. They're going to move
Uh-oh.
to
No.
the grassy area.
Uh-oh.
There's
Uh,
going to be a grass fire, and their defense went up by 1.
And not just their defense, right? Isn't it something? Oh no, but you know what? Because they just got buffed with demonic power.
Demonic power.
We need to light the chapel on fire. No, they're made of fire.
I do have a mine on me. I could just like detonate in this room. What's that? 8 damage to everything in here? Let's go.
Okay, what's your defense?
My defense is average.
Average. Okay, so they're
Average.
poor. So you're only 1 step higher though. So they're going to be on 5s. They get 1 plus S, so they get 2 on you. It's actually technically 3 because they are now buffed by 1.
So 3.
3 total.
So I take 2 damage.
So they slap you with their flaming talons,
And I'm like, get off me.
and they don't get off you.
The worst scenario.
Okri slaps back with his clammy hands.
I clap back with my clammy hands.
Yeah, does
putting
Oakley
out
get
the
extra
fires.
protection against the fire due to his dampness?
That
Or
didn't
is
even hurt me.
Or is it a grease fire that we see kicking up? 2 blue horrors
I
attacking
catch this
now.
fire. Ah!
Oh, Dave, I hate you.
I get that a lot. On 5s.
Oh, I don't really
so
hate you.
One blue
I
horror
do.
slaps, and the other attacks Okri, and this one gets 1. So it's going to be for 2 with its own little talons.
On me?
Yeah, well, you can't attack Falas.
Okay. Another 2, so 1.
Another 2.
Because you
Yep.
did defend.
Okay.
Yep. The pink horror emerging from the rose is going to rush Tequila and
Yay.
attack.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, attack the Stormcast. He's big.
Are you all right, Mr. Oakley?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's all good. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I'm okay. Gotta get that trench lit.
And it
Who the
slaps
what
at
now?
Tequila, but it doesn't go through the armor.
Nice.
Okay, that's that for the turn. And Okri, we roll back around to you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to call out to Tequila,
Mhm.
and I'm going to say, Tequila, can you hold them off?
I can do it.
All right, excellent, thank you. And I'm just gonna walk through, and I'm gonna go into the main
Sure.
gate. Follow me, except Tequila.
Oh, okay, I see. Interesting.
And I'm going to turn on the vision and do a mind awareness check to see if Vaas is anywhere around here.
Sure,
Still
go for
within
it.
the chapel.
Yeah, do an awareness mind.
What am I hitting it on?
Ooh, actually, this is a great chance to use your survival.
I'm
You're
using
tracking.
I'm using X-ray vision.
But you're tracking.
I'm tracking his magic
Oh, okay.
with my
Awareness
witch
mind.
sight.
You know what? But still, oh no, wait. Meriss learned her witch sight. Your witch sight is built into the thing, right?
Yes, sir.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
How dare you? I've already been through this. I could have a jetpack, and instead I went for X-ray vision. So Yeah.
Okay, awareness mind on 4s.
okay, that is cocked die. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4 successes.
Okay. So you see a trail going across the map. I will draw it for you to describe the scene to everybody else. You could imagine this temple ground is roughly ovoid. In the center, where Okri has just moved into, is the area we've seen them before in the main hall. At the center of it is the dais where they had been soulbound. It's this platform kind of wreathed in magical energy. Towards the back of the room, going further in, there is the sanctum, along with the kind of solitary prison ward of this temple.
Yeah, this
which
is a
you've never
surprise to
actually
me.
been in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you've heard it's there. You're not familiar with the actual layouts other than that. You notice to your left, kind of going along, there is a storeroom along with the Lawless's quarters. There's also a staircase that leads up in a kind of curved nature to the second level. And to your right is immediately is the archives.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see an initial trail of energy, magical energy, going towards the sanctum in the back.
Okay, I
Glowing
would like
footprints on the ground.
pretty much. It's like what kind of like a little like trail of cloud on the ground. I would like to. So I moved out of the zone. I'd like to use an action. I guess that was an action, and then because I was using an item, yeah. And then I'd like to move.
Doing an awareness is a free action. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And then I will move into the archive.
Okay.
And take a look, see at what's there.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and move yourself in. The archives, you open the door and move inside. It is particularly dark and chill in here.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that this is an area that Lawless has spent a lot of time in. There's a lot of tomes and books and everything. I would say that, overall, this expanse of Storm's Mandate is not to rival that of any of the free cities. It's not a grand library or anything like that, but you do have some knowledge stored here. You move in towards the back of the room. There's several like reading tables. There's a single kind of lantern that is unlit on the table, so it's quite dark in here.
Okay.
And there are artistic reliefs on the walls of famous scenes throughout history through the Age of Myth. Go ahead and move inside. You don't see Vaas in here.
Okay. Alrighty. I got my wits about me, and I am going to be careful. I get my medal still, right?
You moved, and then you used your medal to move. You can still run as an action. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna chill. So
okay,
I'm just gonna wait.
Sure. So you could have used your action to move, and you can keep your medal as a reaction or anything like that.
All right. I really want to do something about the fire, but unfortunately, Mr. Ochre gave an order. Falas will follow.
Well, I mean,
that's his character. That's his character. So he will run out of the room, look around, and go like, "Oh, Mr. Ochre's down there in the archives." He turns back, and I guess I'm gonna sheath the whip and pull out the repeater handbow. If I hit the Grimstone horrors, will everything be within 5 to 15 feet of it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I will shoot at that.
Okay.
What is its defense?
The defense, there's going to be different defenses on these guys, but the Brimstone specifically is poor.
Okay, so I hit with everything, so that's 7 damage, which doubles for them because they are a swarm.
Wow, yeah, so you rip apart this swarm of little flamey boys, and they just dissipate into ash.
And then for the other guys, because if their defense is better than poor, then they can do the reflex save.
Okay. So we'll do the, where is it?
4-1 body reflex.
Yeah.
4-1.
So they would be taking 3.5. They would be taking half of the spread normally. So I guess they have to save against each one of them.
So 4-1.
All right. So I hit the Grimstones with 7 successes, which does 7 damage times 2 because they are a swarm. And then anything within 5 to 15 feet of it will take half the damage, and if they have higher defense, if they're better than poor defense, they can make a reflex save. They will need to make a DN for 7 because I did 7 successes, and it's opposed by my attack roll. So if they don't make 7 successes, they will take half the damage.
Okay, cool. So the Brimstones you just completely wiped out. And then next to that is the 2 blue horrors. There's no way they can beat 7, and there's no way the pink horror can beat 7. So they're just going to take half the damage on all of them. So that was we're going to round up. Yeah, I think we said that earlier. Everything is rounding up. Okay, so you kill one of the blue horrors, and it turns into a pair of brimstone horrors. In the same vein,
I am shocked.
The other one,
appalled even.
The other one just takes that 4 damage. It is still standing. The pink horror is going to take the damage. It is currently unscathed, so it is going to be fine, but is going to take a bunch of that sweet shrapnel into its flesh.
All right.
Yes. Good.
Okay.
And then Falas will make his medal and move into the archive with Mr. Orki.
Okay.
Glad you could make it.
It's a good thing you waited for me.
Yeah. Actually, though.
Why is there 4 of them, Dave? There should only be 2.
Okay. And it's Vaas's turn. So that happens.
Yep.
Meriss, it's your turn. And Meriss, if you want to do an awareness mind
Yeah.
on 4s.
I got a 6 and a 4.
6 and 4. Okay, so you hear the pitter-patter of Storm's Mandate footsteps as folks are coming towards you. They're not here yet, but you hear it sounds like there's a little bit of a war party coming.
Is there any windows? Like I might have to roll an awareness for this, but
So
would you be aware that they're running into the archive room?
No. You would know that they are running... you can't see beyond this line, and they didn't shout where they're going, so I don't think you'd be able to see from this distance. Yeah. And with that awareness you just rolled, I don't think you'd be able to tell. There's a lot of commotion between you and them.
So essentially, I just saw my allies
Leave you
outside
behind
Tequila,
to die.
leave me behind to die. Okay.
Yeah. While you're thinking about what to do, Meriss, that final set of flames in the back of the room after Voss's turn sprouts. It springs new life, and another pink horror joins the fray.
Well, I'm not going to abandon Tequila, so we're going to just...
I straight up said we should. We have to deal with Vaas.
He's reforgeable.
To be fair, that is what Meriss would do. I mean...
Yeah, play your character.
Well, what would Meriss do?
Yeah, because I wanted to extinguish the fire, but, my character would follow Mr. Orki.
I mean, like when Meriss if Meriss was confident, if Tequila seems like he can stand on his own.
He's taken 0 damage so far.
So from what you've seen, I'll just explain what Meriss is aware of in this room. These guys haven't done much damage yet in terms of what they're trying to do. They also there is technically more than has ever been in the room, just in terms of potential number. What else can I say? Tequila has killed a couple already, and he's heavily armored. So he's not struggling right now. I think
there's a party coming. Yeah,
there's a party coming,
and it's an action. Isn't it an action to move through multiple zones?
Yeah, so you need a move,
okay,
and then an action to move again.
Cool. Meriss is gonna buff Tequila because why not, right? Okay. She's gonna.
Let's hope. We'll see.
He's really good. You know what? Power of friendship and trust and belief is what helps her spells be, bolstered. And her first spell failed because Falas hates her now because of her magic. So. It's not my fault, it's everyone else's. Meriss is going to cast a mystic shield on Tequila.
Okay.
So that's a DN of 5/1. And got
You had me in the first half. I thought it was a bad roll.
Shut up. 4 successes. So that means +1 round for every additional success. So he has a mystic shield for 4 rounds, and his defense goes up 1 step.
Okay.
At the start of my next turn.
At the start of your next turn. That's when it starts.
No, wait.
Or it ticks down at the start of your turn.
Oh, sorry. It ticks down. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's this slightly shimmery blue, or not blue, purple all over Tequila now.
Okay. This is potentially the heaviest armored person you've seen in terms of just the resilience factor.
There's literally just a rock there now.
The Tequila's going to be like a bull in a china shop now, essentially.
More than he already was, yeah.
And then for move action, Meriss is going to kind of like move. I'm going to move out just a little bit farther into like the grass area here because she can hear the footsteps, and she's just going to call out, "Come on, hurry! They're still in the chapel! Hurry!" And just like kind of encourage the whoever's running towards her.
Okay, sounds good. And at the end of your turn, Meriss, you're going to be rewarded. Rounding the corner nearby, you see a trio of guards, and you also see amongst them Trenton, who has Franz in tow.
Hey,
Yeah.
One-armed Trenton.
as he's known.
Yo.
Hello, Meriss. What is going on?
I forgot as well, and I hate it.
I forgot that's the voice you use for him.
That's
I
Isaac's
was gonna
request.
like, Trenton's like so attractive, but not anymore. Not anymore. Until he opens his mouth, and then you just want to be like, pinch his lips and be like, no, shh. Okay.
I will say, like, you
Nico,
know,
stop
like
laughing.
based on social skills and his soul, Trenton is probably the best looking of all of your party.
Yeah, most
For
charismatic.
what that's worth. Meriss has her own unique charm.
Yeah.
But Trenton's Trenton.
Trenton's Trenton. Okay.
Yeah.
Trenton, they're demons in the chapel, and Lawless is a demon?
By Sigmar's beard, what? He turns and unslings his revolver, spinning it on his finger once and grasps it. All right.
God, he's
friends,
so cool.
Friends, it's time. Ready to go. And he waits for his turn.
Trenton, why are you standing still?
I can't go yet. I need to get the sense of flow.
He's got one knee up, as if there's like something to like do like a
Captain Morgan.
whatever exactly pose, but there's nothing there, so he's just his legs up in the air.
Yeah, and
He takes the moment to pose before running in.
Franz, his Griffhound, stands at the ready. It's got its bright blue plumage. And it's got its little
Franz.
beak.
There you go.
Yeah, and I think Franz, you notice that Franz kind of looks back and kind of has a sour expression, but is understanding of its
dutifully
role.
trained.
Yeah.
And just a quick reminder: Pickles is still with Falas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh no. This is it.
Okay.
This is your chance, Dave.
What, to be the best Pickles? No, don't kill Pickles.
You don't know where Pickles is. It's like, could be in the beard, could be underneath the
Pickles
cloak.
would totally be in the beard.
Could be Vaas. Who knows?
Pickles is Vaas all along.
Calling it now.
Yeah.
And so Tequila, like once again, pulls back the halberd, strikes one of the pink horrors. Is not quite enough to kill it. He has a medal that he's going to use to go again, and he actually manages to kill one of the pink horrors. He does kind of like a slash through, cuts off two of its arms, comes back and stabs it through the stomach, hoists it up into the air, and lets it kind of like slide down onto the axe head of the halberd before shaking it off.
Yeah, he looks around the room like, oh, I really wish somebody was watching me here. I really wish someone could see me being this badass right now.
Okay, that's his turn. He's going to basically be just in this doorway. And it's rolling around. Oh, it's the horror's turn.
The horror's turn.
Let's see. Just seeing all this commotion, they're scrabbling around. I'm going to roll this separately. I think this might be out of your line of sight right now. As you guys are resolving your own turns and actions, I'll be doing the hits against Tequila.
Okay.
The more like the non-hits.
Whoa! Whoa. You can't see it, but
you hear
He's a beefy
air
boy.
horns in the distance. Yeah.
I don't even know what sound that is.
one of those horns sound Italian.
No. That's like earlier in the episode. It was. You did it in the same cadence earlier in the call before we started recording. She did the classic Borat, my wife, and I was like,
Oh, you got her snorting. Oh no!
Oh my goodness gracious!
We gotta fire a trumpeter. He's just doing Borat impressions.
Oh my god! Okri, it's your turn. Take us home, please.
I would love to.
What's the plan, Mr. Okri?
The plan is, I believe Vaas is in the sanctum, and I'd rather get in there before Borat comes in. Yeah, I'm gonna rush into the sanctum.
Okay.
Eyes closed, head first, can't lose, and burst in.
Falas wonders what the heck is a Vaas?
Like a cannonball.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you don't know Voss's name, Okri, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Gosh.
Okay.
Gosh, unacceptable. We're going to have to scrap this episode. Okay. You
Start
rush into
again.
the sanctum. You rush into the sanctum without a care in the world.
That's right.
Not checking for traps.
Nope.
You look around. This is a dark room, particularly curated to be such. Along the sides of the room on your left and right, there are fountains kind of gently cascading down through the tiled stone, creating this nice quiet ambiance.
Oh.
I'll slow down with that ambiance.
From a dark corner.
You're
From a dark corner.
you're so far deep into the sanctum, and you only hear like it's just like when you close a window and a door, and you just kind of hear it like.
That's how you know there's help.
Yeah.
Oh no!
At the base of this, you see there's shrines to the different gods of order. You see a shrine to Teclis and Tyrion, to Sigmar, Big Daddy Sigmar, to Alariel, Grimnir,
Grungni as well, the
Grugni,
maker god.
Grimnir and Grugni, all the rest. And you pause for a moment to just regard quietness. Go ahead and do a mind awareness test for me.
Oh boy.
It's a good thing you walked in first.
Yeah. What am I shooting for here?
On 4s, just tell me how many 4s you get.
I got 4 of them. 4 successes.
Nice.
From the roof above you, you hear kind of this clattering sound, and you look up and you see like bits of Sigmarite armor kind of like falling from the ceiling onto the ground, clattering away. And you kind of notice Vaas is taking on more and more of the body of Lawless in this room, to the point where Lawless is kind of about 50% of the size of what Vaas now is. You notice that Lawless's eyes are becoming more sunken in, and Vaas is kind of extends down from the ceiling as Lawless's weapon is like pierced into the roof tile. He's kind of hanging off one of the beams and coming downwards, kind of like sloughing down and like looking up at you in this curved motion. Vaas kind of lets out one singular smile and says, "It's nice of you to come alone." And you are going to do a test for me.
On my turn, unacceptable. All right.
Fortitude mind.
Oh, thank God it's fortitude mind. I'm actually trained for fortitude. On 5s? Okay, red dice, don't fail me now. 2 successes.
Cool. You stand resolute in the face of this creature that has you all alone. What do?
Cry.
I'd like to take the parlay action, please.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
Ooh.
This always turns out well.
It does, doesn't it? So, so he says, nice of you to come alone. And I take my helmet off, kind of put it under the crook of my arm, and I flash a winning smile at him and say, I'd like to parlay, demon.
Really?
Yes. First of all, what do you want? What would you like?
Ultimately, I wanted to make a connection with someone who is everything that I always thought I could be. But no, sometimes favorite children aren't, going to be the most giving people. Well, I suppose if you're interested, Dwarden, I'm willing to look past this little insult of getting spat in my face when I'm making a wonderful offer and just let me go, and I will do the same to you.
Well, you see, this is where it's a little... what's the word I'm looking for here? It's a little in your favor, wouldn't you say? I mean, we have one storm casting care of your demons. We have another group coming in to mop up. You don't have the person you're looking for. You have one other Stormcast that, frankly, I'm not a very big fan of. However, professionalism dictates that I would like him returned to us. So these are unfortunately my what's the word I'm looking for? These are my terms. Bring back this Stormcast, leave, and nothing. And apart from that, I mean, if you play your cards right, you might get another meeting with Meriss. I am gonna need Lawless back, however, and for you to call your demons away.
So go ahead and do Mind Guile.
Mind Guile. Yeah. I do have Silver Tongue, however, so I do get advantage on opposed tests.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
For persuasions and deceits.
And seducing.
Awesome.
Way to use your big brain there, Okri.
That's me.
Seducing.
Silver Tongue Okri.
Okri, are you lying?
No, I am not lying.
Okay, yeah, go for it. I'll say right now he has 2 successes.
Okay. So I need 3s then, right? Because I have advantage.
Yes, you have advantage, yep.
4 successes.
You know, hearing the commotion coming from the other room, he reaches over like this distended hand to shake yours.
Now, I start extending my hand out. I'm saying Lawless unspoiled.
Unspoiled as of now, I suppose.
Well, as unspoiled
Some
as
things
possible,
can't be
obviously.
undone.
Well, obviously. I mean, you're fucking half of them.
they chuckle a little bit, like,
Of course.
Like they're old buddies.
Yeah.
You have a deal. Shake his hand.
Okay, he shakes your hand and he kind of does the little thing where he grabs your hand and then kind of pulls you in a little bit and like grabs your elbow and just whispers kind of in your ear, "Until we meet again, Mr. Okerson." With that, kind of pauses, looks at Trent, looks at the body of Lawless and says, "All right, well, I think what will have to happen here in order for this to work, and just trust me." His hands reach and grab around Lawless's head and kind of forces it to look at you. "We're still intertwined, but as you know, death is not the end for these ones."
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of like if he had eyes, you'd notice they would flick down to your holster, and he pushes the head forward. "If these are your terms, accept the terms."
I really should have drawn up a contract. And I pull out my gun. And I put it to the square in the middle of his head. Kind of give a "Sorry, Lawless," and just pull the trigger.
I won't describe it in too much detail since this is an ally of yours, but as that happens, Vaas is just like hanging from the ceiling, and you notice that as his torso it is kind of like straight up, even though it's looped up to the ceiling. Lawless's body falls from the ceiling, even though Vaas is completely stationary and untethered by this. It hits the ground, and you feel the energy of the Stormcast body like leave, and it is almost like sucked towards the dais in the center of this room, and then shot up through to the sky. Vaas lets out a smile and says, "See, they can be killed. They're nothing special, right?
They come back.
They can come back. Can you?" And he begins to crawl towards the back of the sanctum and looks back at you and says, "Can you come back?" And he slides through the crack to the point where he's almost like this centipede kind of like pulling out of Lawless's armored body, and climbs through the crack, and he scuttles away.
Ugh. Do you know what that reminds me? Well, I like Vaas as a baddie, but that specifically reminds me of, what was it, like some manga, like horror manga, where like there's like shapes of people's bodies in the side of the cliff, and you're drawn to it until you
right?
Until you find your mat, and then they come out the other side like all like kind of just how you described there, Dave.
I will also just kind of describe the rest of this as Tequila is like, I'm kind of picturing like a Hulkbuster kind of situation where he's just like punching through these blue and brimstone horrors. Trenton goes up to the window along with some of the Storm's Mandate guards and are firing in with their ranged weapons, although Tequila doesn't need much help. And even before all of these demons are dispatched, they basically just like pause for a moment as if they are. It's almost like they're like they've lost a signal, and then they just like almost turn to static and disappear. and would drop out of combat.
Falas arrives in the sanctum, looking around. What does he see? He's like ready. He's got 2 repeaters, 2 hand bows ready to go. Yeah, he's just like, all right, let me at him.
Well, you see, I would imagine Okri kind of standing in the center, like pretty much where he was standing, gun still in hand, but like to his side, and just kind of looking at like the crack where Vaas left. Just kind of, Oh, hey, Falas.
What happened? Where is he?
I look up at him. I cut a deal.
What? In 6 seconds?
Apparently. Very fast talkers, Dwardens. We're natural verbal sprinters.
I don't like it, Mr. Okri. You can't make a deal with the demons.
I don't like it either. However, I think he was a little out of our... we're punching a little bit out of our weight class there, Falas.
You never know until you try.
What is Meriss doing?
Ethereal mist anymore. So Meriss, once she realized everything's dissipated, all the demons are gone, she's gonna crawl through back into the chapel and check on Tequila real quick and just kind of start yelling out, Falas? Okri? And try to make her way towards them.
We're in the sanctum.
Pickles? Is Pickles okay?
I imagine Pickles would just scuttle out and run over.
Pickles full on sprints over and kind of jumps and starfishes in the air,
and
landing
Meriss
on Meriss's.
Too. Yeah. Meriss is arms out and just and Meriss is gonna walk into the sanctum cradling Pickles like he's the baby that he is, and just walk up to Falas and Okri, and she looks very concerned, but also a wee bit ashamed.
How is it out there? Everything all right?
And yes, and she's looking around as if she was expecting Vaas to be here, and she's like, the demons are gone.
Okay, good.
Where did Vaas go?
He went through that crack, and it kind of point towards where he centipeded his way out.
Yeah, where the body or the armor is still.
Lawless is safe. As safe as can be.
Looking at the dead body on the ground. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, actually, so this is one of those weird kind of things where Stormcast usually don't leave a body.
Oh,
but
okay.
In this case, I guess it did. Oops. Thanks, magic. And I just kind of stare down at Lawless and just
Well, so Lawless's body is going to be either pulled away by Vaas or is the armor on the ground.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So I look at the armor and just kind of Lawless unfortunately died, but he'll be getting reforged. He's not actually dead. Yeah. I guess we won.
Are we safe?
I don't mean to sound dramatic, Meriss, when I say for now. More importantly, you're safe for now. But this is something we'll have to deal with.
I'm really
if you
sorry.
say sorry, I will shoot you.
And Meriss is
my gun is still in hand too. Just if you say sorry, I will shoot you right now.
It's what's another ally shot? Yeah, you already got one today. The entire time, Falas is he's just kind of watching. Now
I have not said that I shot.
Yes, I know.
Lawless yet. Yeah. I have never said it yet.
Yeah. The entire time, Falas is now that all the excitement is over and he doesn't have to be worried about people dying potentially, he's just watching the whole thing in silence, still doesn't really know what to say. It's the awkwardness is back.
So magic, huh?
Yep, but it's helpful, I swear.
Gotta look around.
I guess the first spell she fucking cast, just gloriously backfired.
I'm gonna go up to the shards of armor. I'm gonna pick up, if I can find a piece that's about a finger's length, Maybe a shard that's slightly pocket-sized shard. And I'm just gonna toss it to Meriss.
Meriss fumbles it, and then it spins in the air once or twice, and then she grabs it, and staring at it in her hand, and then looks a little confused and looks at Okri as if, what?
Useful, right? Just remember.
I imagine Okri like leaves the room now, like because this is the sanctum. Is this where the gold bar thing was? Do we unbar here?
No, that's the main gate.
Oh, the main gate.
Tequila's already made his way up there. You see as you come out, and kind of is unbarring it. You also notice that Franz runs over to Tequila and kind of happily greets him, and he kind of leans down to pet Franz and ruffles his little griffhound ears.
Yeah, I imagine like Okri hands the shard, says his line, heads out upwards towards the gate, and Falas follows behind him and kind of like as dismissively as you can put his hand like on her shoulder, kind of like a pat, but not really like in a friendly manner. Just kind of like puts the hand on the shoulder. It's a little bit heavy, a little bit like kind of like oomph, and follows Okri out the room.